I woke up and I yawned and sick fell out of my mouth. And do you know what I've discovered? I'd love to go for a pint with myself.
You do go for a pint with yourself?
All the time.
I know, but
that's when I found out I'm sound.
We were quite respectful, like, because we were like, fucking... But there was people taking photos as if they were at a water park. Like, there was people fucking... There was guys, like, lining them up beside, like, the ovens and stuff and going like that. And that's when you go, when are these photos ever getting brought out again?
One piece of advice he gives the youth, get a slow cooker.
I thought when you said we're on it, I thought you meant you were on Chinese TikTok there.
I probably
I was like, how the fuck is that encouraging any Chinese? Like a fucking...
It was that episode when I did the eyes.
There must have been one day where he comes down fully blacked up and his friend's just gone, it's fucking Pancake Tuesday.
This guy goes on. And every third word was barren. He just panicked. Just went, barren like yourself. And fucking hell.
So I just started to go, well, like your Make-A-Wish was a fucking belter because you've managed to get 2 whores with you. And this wee guy goes, how long have I still got, Raymond? And Raymond just goes, just get off, you cunt.
What's happening, everyone? Thanks for downloading Hot Water's Green Room podcast. Before we kick off with today's fantastic episode, I just want to let you know how you can support the podcast. You can join up as a YouTube member at Hot Water Comedy on YouTube. Sign up to be a podcast member for £3 a month. You get early access to the public episodes and a bonus episode each week. Not only that, you'll get access to all of the podcasts that are coming on the Hot Water Podcast Community channel. It's going to be the place to come for podcasts in the Northwest. Hope you enjoy the episode. Thank you.
Hot Water's Green Room. Hot Water's Green Room.
hello everyone. Welcome to Hot Water's Green Room podcast with me, Tony Carroll.
And me, high energy Jamie Hutchinson.
Well, last night was the first live show of the podcast, and yeah, it was great, and it went tits up. But we've got a treat for you, haven't we, Jamie?
We've got a very special guest all the way from Scotland, Mr. Mark Nelson.
All right.
How are you, mate?
I feel fucking terrible for this.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like I'm dragging you in here out of your fucking beds today.
No. We had to. Anyway. I checked out at 11, so I've been...
So you've had a full day off it?
I woke up and I yawned and sick fell out of my mouth. And I thought, for fuck's sake. And they've took a security deposit off me. So I've spent fucking half the day on my hands and knees trying to de-stain a mattress. Threw up all over the toilet. I'm on my hands and knees cleaning the toilet. I'm just a fucking dog.
How much was the deposit?
What, 50 quid? It's not too bad.
It's not bad, but
not bad,
you still want it back.
Still have it back. So I went to a nice little cafe. I've had a really lovely afternoon.
Have you?
Just me on my own in this
Start
cafe.
off by cleaning sick on your hands and knees, but yeah.
It's only going to get better then.
Yeah. It's a fucking grim start. Like.
Do you know what? Do you know what? It was a really good sick.
Right.
Do you know where you feel so... I know what people go for, like, massages and stuff feel like now. It was really cathartic. Because I had a takeaway dead late at night. I had a kebab stuffed into a pizza. It was weird.
Calzone.
No, like that, but pizza shaped. It was mad, mate. It was hanging. It lay heavy on my stomach. So I just I know, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to hold this sick in because I hate being sick. But I know it has to happen.
Aye.
It's just got to happen. You've got to do it, mate. You've got to go through this pain barrier. So I'm sick, and after it, I went, that was a fucking brilliant sick. I feel fucking brilliant now.
Did they just all come out? Not like struggling or your head shakes?
And Joe, when I just feel nice and empty and refreshed.
It's like one of those. Do you ever know anyone that's gone through the ayahuasca thing? Yeah, they have like this fucking cleansing thing that they have in it's like South American jungles where you go there and they've got there's this plant and they make it like in a tea and it's like a proper hallucinogenic. and you do it, but it like at the end of it, you don't eat for fucking days, and then you have this, and then you spew basic fucking tar, and that's supposed to be like all the shit, all the demons in you like, coming out like that. It's proper violent, and then you feel that's
how I felt, because it felt, not only did I feel empty, I felt like the weight of the world on my shoulders lifted. I was like, I'm ready to go again now.
I'd be fucking sick for days, me, the demons I've got. The fucking devil would come out.
Just stopping people. Just give us another couple hours. I've not got to my teenage years yet.
Just recommend that in therapy.
Yeah.
Bulimia is a solution to therapy.
It is.
Nice.
Have you ever took anything like that? Hallucinogenics or
I take mushrooms.
Yeah, I've never done anything like that. I'm worried if I get like trapped in it. You know what I mean?
Aye.
I just think that'd happen to me. Like if I done like fucking DMT or something, I wouldn't be in the right mental place, and then I'd just be stuck. I'd be doing a trip forever.
Aye.
And I'd just be a flid. You know what I mean?
Fucking loads of comics are into DMT.
Yeah, man.
Shitloads.
I can't wait to get into it. I've not tried it yet. I really want to try it.
I don't think you should. You get stuck like me. You'd be a flid.
I'd love it. I had truffles in Amsterdam, but I had it in the wrong environment. Do you know what I mean? I'd been on the piss all day.
You can't do it with drink.
Yeah. And then I was imagining, I saw myself try and kill myself. Well, I saw an Irish lad.
Encouraging yourself.
I saw an Irish lad over the top of the bridge, and I talked him down. This Irish fella talked him out of killing himself, and we had such a kinship, like proper brothers in arms. And we went to a pub, and I just got my arm out. I wouldn't let go of him. And there was a stag doing, and every time I took a sip of a drink, they turned more into sailors. So I could have a sip of a drink, they'd have a sailor hat on. I'd have another sip of my drink, they'd have the jacket on and the pants, and then a mop, and they're doing like a she shanty. And my head's just going west, but I'm leaning into it, and I'm just holding this Irish lad. We're fucking brothers, mate. Got in a taxi.
Is this a gay porno film?
This is just fancy showers.
Got in a taxi, and he put the locks on. So I texted my mate. I went, I've been kidnapped. I'm in Rotterdam. And the taxi driver was, what are you saying that for? I went, you fucking kidnapped me. I kicked off with him. Finally got in at 6 a.m. My mate's fuming because I've ruined his holiday or whatever. And he went to visit the Anne Frank Museum. I'm just bonneted. So the next day he wakes me up at 8 as a punishment, like a proper mum. He's like, no, my holiday as well. You're doing what I want to do today. Alright, sound. So we went in this pub for a breakfast. That stag do we're in. So they all give me a big cheer when I go in, and that they went, lad, you were fucked, you. And you had your arm round thin air all night talking to yourself. The Irish guy didn't exist.
Jesus
fucking hell,
Christ, man. It's like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Like,
so I thought, I think I've tried to kill myself or jump in the canal.
That's fucked up, that.
Yeah, class, innit?
I would have loved to look across the room and just see you like that.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
No one there.
Like schizo, mate. Luckily, the stag do looked after me a bit, I think.
Yeah.
And took me under the wing and that.
Did he fuck? They just all pointed and laughed at you. Get that guy into the shot.
Are you the sailors? What the fuck are you on about? So I think I've met me subconscious.
Yeah.
Lovely bloke. And do you know what I've discovered? I'd love to go for a pint with myself.
You do go for a pint with yourself?
All the time.
I know,
but that's when I found out I'm sound.
I'm chatting to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know, like that question that we asked about?
I'd go for a beer with myself.
Do you know the question we asked about the clone?
Oh, yeah.
Mike asked it about the clone, about if you went into a room and he was a clone there of you, just like you looking at yourself, would you fight him or fuck him?
Yeah.
You just have a pint with him?
I'd go for a pint with him, yeah. And then fuck him. Then have a fight. Why not all three? Yeah. So did you have any trippy experiences when you've done that?
No, I did DMT once, and it was the shitest, boringest.
Oh, really?
I lived an entire week of my life.
Oh, my mate's done that.
I took it and went to the toilet, and I was kind of leaning down the toilet, and then an entire week, like I did gigs during it, Fucking took the bins out.
Oh
drove,
my God.
Like, it was fucking mental.
It's all the tedious stuff.
And like an entire week, and then woke up and it had been 10 minutes and just
That's
class, that.
the worst. Because I've speak to people where they've like met like another being where they've kind of gone, right, come here, I'll fucking tell you the secret of life.
Yeah.
Whereas I was shopping. Like, it was shit.
Taking the bins out.
Yeah. That's what I really remember. I took the fucking bins out, and on the right day as well. It was like I had enough about me to go.
The right day.
Like, oh man!
That's class.
Oh, it's not the blue ones, it's the purple ones.
My mate met his kids that he hasn't got yet, and he said, I don't like them. But put him off having kids.
That's fucked up, that.
Oof.
Class.
Yeah,
that,
there's people who think that they're speaking to the man in the sky now, don't they?
Yeah.
Mad, that, isn't it?
It's meant to be good for you, though, isn't it?
Lots of people who have like depression and stuff have had it, and then come out and be like, "This is not what matters." You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's
That's
loads
what
of
it's
people,
for,
man. There was a thing today in the news about like people have taken mushrooms to get out of depression and shit like that. Like it's
Force yourself to be sick. Do drugs.
I like being depressed. Yeah.
Gives you something to aim for, doesn't it?
Oh, I just like that just drinking to like
Just numb the pain.
yeah, to numb the pain. Yeah,
you've always got something to blame.
Yeah.
That's what I like about having depression. It's like I can't do that. I'm fucking depressed. Why are you not more successful? Depression. It's holding me back for fucking years.
I can't take the bins out. So I'm depressed.
You got the bins on the wrong day. Depressed. Yeah. It is good. It's good for a day off.
Yeah.
It's good for a day off in work.
Oh god!
You want to play and they know because I dabble with HR, mate. I've loopholes all over, mate. I've had fucking everything. I've had period cramps. The fucking works. You can't fucking judge me, mate. I'm on my period. Prove it. Prove it. Yeah. But yeah, depression's a good one because they can't dabble with that.
Yeah,
So if you make me come in today, I might kill myself.
Yeah.
So I'm having the day off and going on tablets.
And then if they did make you come in, if you doubled down on it,
Yeah.
and then killed yourself at your desk,
I'd do that out of spite. I'd love to do that. Fucking clean that mess up.
Blood
HR.
everywhere.
Yeah, just to fucking get them sued. What a way to go. I'm definitely leaving with a parting shot in some capacity. I'm leaving with a parting shot.
Tell them how you want to go.
Oh, so I've got a fantasy. Do you ever think about what your last words want to be? What would your last words be?
that's a good point.
On a deathbed.
That's a fucking good question, actually. I don't know. What's yours? Like, I'll think about it. And what's yours?
I'm on a deathbed. I'm in a hospital. Got no family left. Great. No kids. Buzzing. Mum and dad long gone. 2 houses. Fucking buzzing. I've just done me bollocks. I'm going on my terms. I'm dying in there in the hospital bed. The nurse comes in and they go, my bedpan's full. I'm sorry. And when she goes under the quilt to get my bedpan, I fart in her face and then go 1-0. That's my dream. I've always wanted to fart in a nurse's face. I just find it because it's such a dignified job.
Yeah.
And it's such an undignified thing to do. I just think I'd love to do it, mate. Yeah.
Do you know what would have gone on? The fucking thing that we bonded over, the Ted Hankey.
That's a fucking great shout.
I nearly called my friend's show that this year. I nearly called it Who's in Charge, Me or the Devil. And then he got fucking done with.
Oh yeah, I know.
He's in jail now for sexual harassment.
Yeah,
No.
I was saying that all the time, saying who's in charge, me or the devil.
Yeah.
But then now I'm like, I can't say anymore. No.
Mark was sneaking it into his his set with no reference. Just do a bit and go, he's in charge of me or the devil.
And
just
that's
carry on.
great. I'd love to see that, you know.
Because it was like. It was like it's just after New Year,
Yeah.
the World Championships, and then this made a massive thing. So I fucking loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So every gig I did from like the 5th of January onwards, I was sneaking in at every set, and I was kind of making it fit at first. And then eventually I was just adding in any fucking points, like just saying, all right, how you doing? Who's in charge, me or the devil? Like,
It just looked like
audiences fucking blank faces.
And then just straight back into like taking your kids to school and stuff. Just observational stuff. I usually charge me or the devil. So you know it's like the kids.
988. Who's in charge? Me or the devil?
Fucking class, isn't it?
So good,
Do you know what another good darts clip is? I've seen the Gary Henderson one.
The one where he talks
where
about
he's accused of
farting.
farting.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
No.
Oh, it's so funny. He went, there was, he said you'd farted on stage. He went, I farted. He shited. I'm like too tight. I went, I swear on my kid's life, I did not shite. You'd know about it if I shited.
Eventually he says, he's like, you can stick your finger up my arse. You know what I mean?
You can stick my finger up my arse. You'll know as well there. I getting accused of farting. It's like 45-year-old man and he's like a 12-year-old man.
It must be.
That's so funny. Fucking love darts players. There's something.
I love it when
really
they clash me.
mystique.
Like, I love it when they clash.
Aye.
Yeah. Adrian Lewis is good for that.
Adrian Lewis would probably wind up in it.
Yeah, he loves to scrap, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Gerwin Price as well.
Yeah, oh,
Godwin, the Welsh fella. There's something really. It's glamorised piss cans, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just fucking mint. I love
Like
it.
it's a stag do. That's all it
it's
is.
just
Like
a big
every
stag
single
do.
thing's a fucking stag do. That's all it is, man. It's
Crazy,
like
isn't it? How popular it is.
unbelievable.
I can't take my eyes off it when I watch
I've
it.
never been to watch it live, but it looks like it goes off. Like
That's amazing.
It looks like it goes off.
And like, see when you were talking about like the videos and them clashing, are you on TikTok?
Not really. No.
Right, it's fucking mental how it works. Right, so I started doing it, and the algorithm gets in touch with what you like watching. Right, so if you watch a video all the way through, it'll go, all right, he likes that kind of stuff, and then eventually after like a month and a half, it'll just keep showing you that kind of shit. And half of it always comes back to porn. Like there's like you could watch fucking anything. Like, so mine currently is it's darts players having an argument on stage, snooker trick shots, and then just women in their 50s getting their tits out. That's it. Every scroll. It's like that.
Sounds like paradise, that.
Fucking weekend, man. I subscribe to a YouTube channel called Darts Incidents and Moments.
Do you?
Yeah, it's just like fucking like 2-minute clips of like you know when it's like a qualifier and it's just them in a room in a conference room or something.
Oh yeah,
and they're just like fucking out of the way and that. It's just nothing.
Yeah,
and it's like that incident and they blow it up and it's nothing. But I just like the.
It's like, I just watched some random videos like Ronnie O'Sullivan's first 147 and that.
I watched that. I watched that a
watched
couple
that
of
the
weeks
other
ago.
day,
It's
yeah.
fucking incredible, man.
Like 5 minutes 37
Yeah.
seconds or something. Isn't it?
Oh, have you seen the
Fucking
one where they
exceptional.
compare it with Peter Ebdon when he took?
Oh yeah, when he took.
It took 5 minutes to make a break of 12.
Yeah.
I love it in that clip. So he's slowing down to piss O'Sullivan off. And then O'Sullivan had a skinhead. He was like proper raw. Wasn't it? So Ebdon gets 12. Proper. And then taking another minute for each shot, and he sits back down after his break of 12. And Ronnie O'Sullivan sat right next to him and just goes, and just stays in his chair. Man, he's fucking class. I'm fucking buzz off him. He's a fucking mad
Love
cunt,
O'Sullivan,
innit?
man.
Oh, he's a mad
Never
cunt.
seen anybody that gives less of a shit
And being
about
that good.
being
That good,
something, about being the best at something.
Just
like,
best
like,
ever, though.
aye.
Just
You can tell he trains a lot though.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Like he go like behind the scenes. He does what he has to, but I think for the telly and that, he's just like just not asked.
Aye. I think he just don't.
He's gone through a lot of shit himself, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen interviews with him where he goes, he just gets bored a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That's why he fucks about. That's why he like switches hands
Yeah.
every shot because he's just like, this is like I'm so good at this. It's fucking
imagine that.
boring.
I do that on stage. So
That's what I was gonna
just-
say.
A couple of bits of left-handed joke here, left-handed setup, right hand punch side. Any hand, baby.
That's how I do comedy. Some nights black up. I'm like, fucking. See how it goes. I reckon I'm good enough to get away with this.
Yeah, I like to start off like -5 and then really build it up.
How long have you been doing comedy for now, Mark?
God, about 13 years, I think.
Is it 13,
I think it's about 13 years, aye. 13, 14 years, aye.
Nice, man. You
My
got
my first gig was 12 years ago.
12 years.
18 hours, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we've ever gigged together.
No, we haven't, have we?
I don't have, no.
No, we've always just
Aye.
paths.
It's weird, man, how you fucking never...
But to be fair, I only ever stayed local, really, didn't I? I only ever stayed here, really, like, and done bits around. I did travel around, but not much, you know what I mean? That's why we haven't really...
Aye.
Yeah, but Jamie's got to the crown now. He's the new prince, isn't he? The new prince of comedy.
Prince of the North,
Prince
baby.
of Northwest.
Yeah.
I'm still a king of the North, but...
You know it is. But that's what I mean. I just tell people I know you and like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
So, lad, have clothes. You can close, lad.
You can close.
You know I'll get Tony Carroll on you.
How do you react to? Because I saw a thing you tweeted earlier on where there was like a wee guy came up to you, and he was like, "I've just met my hero."
Yeah.
And first of all, I was kind of going, "You need to fucking, you need to buck up your ideas, son, Becky."
We were at a bar last night after the live show, and these like scally kids about 18, wasn't he?
Yeah. They just
I walked over to Jamie and thought, Jamie's going to get fucking punched here. Come over and went, "Lad, are you that lad?" He was like, "Yeah, that's me." And he was like, "I fucking love you." These scally kids though, like, you know what I mean?
How do you find it?
It's good, mate. So the weirdest one was someone cried and said, "It would be an honour if you had a key of me coke."
Fucking
So I
hell.
went, sound. He went, just that. Alright, lad. I don't mind it, mate. Sound, innit? You've been viral viral years ago, wasn't it? With your
That
videos.
was more my daughter.
Yeah. Second fiddle to your daughter. She's gone solo now. Like Robbie from Take That.
Which sounds dodgy. Like, you went viral a couple of years. That was my daughter. That was OnlyFans. It was like,
You must have got mums after you.
it was weird, man. It was because like nobody, like at the time after it happened, people were recognising her in parks.
Oh,
and that was
Okay,
really weird. And like when they come up to you, because I find it weird as fuck when people come up and ask after gigs and ask you for. Because I like to hang out backstage with other comics because that's the folk I enjoy hanging about with.
That's the funniest part of the gig, isn't it?
Aye, totally.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I hate because I've seen some comics will go out right out the front, like finish their set, go back, dump whatever they need, or take a drink, and then go straight out to meet the folk that were in the gig,
or even just starting home.
Aye.
I don't understand why you don't have a pint with people you've been on with.
Yeah.
I just love it. I mean, fair enough if you're Dublin or whatever, but
because the people coming up and asking, "Can I get a photo with you?" You kind of go, "You can." I mean, obviously, like I'm not going to be a prick or anything, and it's flattering.
Yeah.
But you go, "Who the fuck are you showing?" Like,
exactly,
when is this ever getting dragged out?
Do you reckon it's like they keep it in the archives and wait for you to blow up? So if you ever do make a famous go, hey, this is the picture I got with him when he was in a Frog and Bucket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might be that, might it? Because we're not, even though you see us on screens and that, we're not famous, are we?
I know, exactly,
yeah.
But I think some people see this job as being more than it actually is.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and
Definitely.
which is, you can't really...
Oh, if they seen the real side of this, mate.
Yeah,
you
exactly,
wouldn't be impressed.
yeah. But it's like...
Just battling mental health, travelling on trains up and down the country.
Oh yeah.
Going to gigs on your own. Going into green rooms with the comics who are shite.
Yeah. But it's that, but like you say, in the archive of fucking photos, like it's like, whenever you ever look through your photos of, because there's a couple of times when my phone's come to the end of its memory.
Yeah.
So I need to get rid of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And you go through some of the shit you fucking...
It's just screenshots of slagging comics off in.
Yeah. Why are you keeping that? Like, what the...
You little bitch.
Do you know what we do, right? I'll show you the picture after. There's a picture of a Renaissance painting, and it's like that. So
like
you
this
do
cheeky
that,
smile,
don't you do
huh?
that at school? So whenever we see a bad lineup, me and Callum replace the headshots with that. So we have like a shit lineup chat.
A shit lineup chance.
So funny, lad. You'll see a dead lineup. Oh, fuck you now. Here we go. Oh, I love all that, man.
I remember thinking that I went to, years ago, I went to a lad's holiday to Poland. We went to Krakow. And Auschwitz is near there, right? So we went to Auschwitz for a day, and we were quite respectful, like, because we were like fucking. But there was people taking photos as if they were at a water park. Like, there was people fucking. There was guys like lining them up beside like the ovens and stuff, and going like that, and that's when you go, when are these photos ever getting brought out again? Like what?
Yeah, you're not going
It's not one for the mantelpiece.
You're not putting that on Instagram, are you?
Going, get the fucking.
Not putting that on Instagram, are you?
Oh, like
Fucking hell.
That's us at the pool. That's us in the murderous gas chamber. Fucking hell, lad. Yeah, that's moody. That I thought they had a no photo rule there.
they used to, but I think they
Wanted to go viral.
Yeah, they were.
Everything's social these
Yeah, now
days.
they want to be on TikTok.
Fuck off. TikTok Auschwitz.
That's a brutal TikTok
I know,
account.
yeah. I know.
People doing dances outside the ovens.
Trick shots, 50-year-old women with their tits out, break dancing in a gas chamber. Algorithms, baby.
And Chinese,
God.
mate. Oh.
It's all Chinese. I think this is right. The Chinese algorithms, so all the kids in China, all their algorithms are focused on engineering and like
Education stuff.
education.
Really?
Stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they don't see any of our fucking.
Don't see all fucking twerking and that, mate.
So it's to improve them for the
Yeah,
future, just to
that's
get
what
them.
it is.
But dumbing us down.
Dumbing
as
us
well.
down and then,
Wow.
yeah, fucked up, mate.
That's our conspiracy.
And we're on it, the Roofie Boys are on it. We don't let
we're getting
edit
edited. We're getting something done.
Which?
Something's happening. Something's happening. We're editing clips so they're optimal for TikTok. I don't know what any of
Oh,
that
I
means,
can't
but
be
that's what
arsed.
I've heard. Very educational.
Very educational.
I thought when you said we're on it, I thought you meant you were on Chinese TikTok there.
I probably
And I
have.
was like, how the fuck is that encouraging any Chinese? Like a fucking.
It was that episode when I did the eyes.
Do you know what I might do? I might do a sketch for TikTok, like pretend to be a maths teacher, working out like problems mathematically and just getting them wrong. And then just going, just turn the phone off. Big massive calculations. Go, then no 46.
What's X?
Sorry.
I don't know what X is. Fuck it. Fuck X. Just rub it out. Nah, problem solved.
Problem solved, baby.
Rub it off. Just rub it out. That's fucking easy. Oh, fuck that. TikTok, mate. I can't. I mean, it's like a necessary evil, isn't it? I think.
Aye.
You've got to do it. It's. I'm not good at the old social
I'm not
thing.
either,
We
you
put
know.
it in other people's hands.
Yeah.
We're just like, no, fuck that.
We just turn up, get creative, get pissed,
Get creative.
Give it to Benty.
go to lap dances, then go. And that's just a Wednesday, baby.
Our show started at 9:30 last night, and at 9:20 we'd written it.
No, I know you were saying
writing
that.
it. Just fucking,
I'm absolutely nailed it,
yeah.
don't we?
Oh, Benty was fuming that we got away with it.
Do you not think that's that's
It was like,
Right.
you don't deserve
No.
a good show.
Yeah, he's what
like
was he
those-
saying? What was he saying, Vincy? What were you saying last night? You say, man, your laziness offends me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lazy.
So he tried to justify it by saying he was creative, and like, I've built a comedy club, still put the work in, and you just turn up and they still smash it.
Set up, smash it, go home, baby.
It really must piss you off, Benty. The fact that you've been up scaffolding all day,
Yeah.
fucking hammering nails into something, and this pair of cunts turn up and just fucking fly it like.
Turn up late.
But the thing is,
I nearly missed the live show.
but the thing is, Benty's so meticulous. Like,
Yeah, like,
every minute is like,
He's immaculate.
it's planned for.
Yeah.
We said we'd be here at 8:27. Where are you? And stuff like that. And we're just two fucking mongs floating through life.
Yeah, we are.
Just like, what the fuck are we doing? Oh, lad.
That's why they love us, because we're just pure, baby, aren't we?
Shambles.
Authentic, mate.
Yeah.
It's authentic.
Trying to say laziness is authentic.
It's real. We're
No
real.
explanation is lazy.
We're real people.
I was late for. I always like to have a late checkout, but on my own terms. So just leave late. It's a bit of a power play.
I just stay in the room, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I
Ah,
you know,
nobody ever fucking.
if someone rings me, yeah, I just answer it and put it back down and just get back into bed.
Get me
And he
out.
can knock on the door, and I go when I want to go. You know, I've left rooms before, and there's cleaners outside, just like been there for hours. I'm like, have a good day.
Oh, I told you about the fridge, didn't I?
What?
Did I ever tell you about the fridge?
I think so. Mini fridge.
Yeah.
Huh?
In London. Benny, have I told this story?
Which one?
Mini fridge.
I don't think so.
I can't believe it. So, I was doing a Gong Show in London when I was just starting out.
How'd you get on? Did you beat the Gong? Yeah. Did you win it?
Of course I won it.
Good. That's what I want to know.
Fucking bunch of fucking jumper wearers. Fucking gobshites. Jesus Christ. You can tell when you go down south, can't you? It's just a fucking roof job. Yeah. Following some cunt with glasses and a curly hair.
And loads of money.
Yeah, fucking.
Comes from rich families.
I don't know how to talk to girls, but I like maths, so I just thought to her like pi equals r squared. I'm so nervous. Yeah.
I don't know how to talk to girls, but in secret I'm actually a rapist.
Yeah, they're on the fucking list, mate. You see all that spreadsheet that went round? Jumper wearers, mate. If they're wearing a mustard coloured jumper, fucking stay clear, mate. What does it equal? Who does?
Diameter equals pi r squared.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I said. Pi r squared, same thing. So I went to London, fucking smashed it. I was on after this lad. He's a fucking lunatic. So he's proper like, trying to be edgy. Lad, this guy was terrible. So there's like 3 or 4 Jamies on. There just happens to be 3 or 4 Jamies on out of the 10 acts that are on. Yeah. Right. So the booker's there, just going, checking your names, whatever. Jamie Hutchinson, Jamie X, whatever. And this guy went, enough Jamie, isn't there? So he went, what's your name? He went, judging by this line, probably Jamie. Oh. Mate, don't take umbrage with my name, mate, because I'm just going to smoke you in 5 minutes, I'll just smoke you. And he goes on, and he has this big cardboard cut out of all the 24 genders. And he's just like,
fuck off,
mate. So he goes on, and he says, I'll do impressions. And he's got a pint, and he's spilling it all over the front row. And he's just like, I'm that guy outside Piccadilly Tube Station. Like, lad, what the fuck are you talking about?
You just died on your ass doing a joke.
That's what I mean. Yeah. And he's insulting the audience. They start booing him. Not just carding, booing him. He's just being a cunt.
He started booing him.
So it's got a brick backdrop. It was up the creek. It's got a faux brick backdrop, like it's made out whatever material it is. And he punches the wall and puts an hole in it.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, yeah.
So it comes off stage, and the manager's like that to him, and fuck are you doing? You've done 3 minutes on stage, you've done £100 worth of damage, you're going to have to pay for that. And he sipped his drink. And he thought he was so cool. He thought he was like, someone in Casino or Goodfellas or something. He just went, it's backdrop of brick, not a backdrop of feathers. I don't know what that means.
Oh, fucking!
I was crying. What the fuck does that mean? No, backdrop of feathers. And just sauntered off. I went, lad.
He got off?
He just got off. Just fucked off.
Does he still do comedy?
I don't know, mate. He's a fucking psychopath.
How need to get him down?
So let's get
him on the pod.
That's the fucking.
Remember his name.
That's the arrogance of the private school person like that. To do that and then just saunter off without doing fuck all about it, like
classing up. It's funny. Anyway, so I won this Gong Show. You get like a bottle of Prosecco for winning, so I nailed that on my own as well. Like,
is that all you get?
Yeah, I didn't even get progression as well.
Just give you a bottle of Prosecco?
Give me a bottle of Prosecco.
You were happy with that?
And I went, all right, what's the progression? Where's my thirsty 10, bro?
Champagne next time.
And they went, come back in 6 months and do the Gong Show again. I went, you're in a bit, mate. Ta-da. Blocked. Not blocked. If you want to butt me up the creek, if you want to wake up, come to your senses, fucking get me in. So I nailed this Prosecco. I'm staying in a shit hotel in London. It's above a laundrette. Stinks of shit, hanging. But it's like, how expensive it is, and you're not getting paid. Yeah. So you've got to everything's budget cut. Since then, I've never had a shared bathroom since, because it's got me into trouble. But a shared bathroom, single bed, and it was literally sleeping in the corridor. So it was single bed, and there was a telly on a cabinet, and in the middle of the cabinet was a mini fridge. Thick. All these little seeds are important, by the way.
Okay.
Thick, fluffy carpet, big, heavy door. So it's a big upheaval to open. Makes a lot of noise to open and close. I go for a curry. I've won. I'm celebrating.
Yeah.
Go for a curry. Come home. I'm back to the hotel. Goes right through me. I'm fucking shitting like I've never shit before. It's ferocious. I'm in and out of the. I'm in and out. I went. I'm gonna have to just leave the door ajar because I'm clearly waking people up here because of how frequently I'm going to the toilet. So I leave the door ajar, sleep with the door open, essentially. Wake up, and the ringest thing I had was I couldn't even lie down. It was agony. Like I couldn't even wipe my ass anymore because anything touching it, it was gone.
Oh,
it was like my skin had come off, and it was blisters.
Oh,
I was gone. I was in. I was like I couldn't stand or anything. So like, what I'm gonna do here? And I'm in pain, and it seemed like the only logical solution. I bent over, arched my back up, and stuck my ass in the fridge to get cold on it. And then the fucking B&B owner puts their head round the corner saying, your checkout's you've missed your checkout. And I'm like that, but it looks sexual.
Your ass was in the fridge.
Because to get the angle, because it was slightly raised, I had to arch my back up. So I'm like... So she see me arch back, facing my bed, like a proper game bird.
Like a proper game bird.
Arse in the fridge.
Barry White playing through your phone.
Little bottle of Grey Goose right up his ass.
Fucking hell. So you were up all night shitting.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I woke up with just horrific rings thing, and it was just, I was looking around and went, I can't touch it. The paper was like sandpaper. I was like, I can't touch my ass. What can I do? And I'm in agony, and I just saw the fridge. I went, this is the only solution.
What did the woman say? Or didn't she just...
She was just
shocked.
Appalled.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck's going on?
I know. It's a £30 room, though.
Yeah. Did you get charged with the mini fridge?
No, I've been charged before, though. I was sick in Stockton.
Was you? Why did you do the arc, did you?
This is one of the... This is...
Did you do the arc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the...
Good gig, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Roofable.
Yeah, well.
It's a fucking... Oh, you roof it there, you roof.
Yeah, I done the middle. They call me the headline killer.
Do you know what I say to headliners if I'm in the middle? Just to get mind games. Just before I go on, I hope you like outdoor gigs, mate.
What you say? Yeah, I used to call myself the headline killer.
You see an headline, go, fuck's sake.
Do you think it's better when, because you headline, don't you, Mark? So do you reckon it's better when someone in the middle smashes it so you can ride it? Or
I fucking love it, man.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I never get that. There's been a couple of acts where they get proper precious about, like, see if you're at a gig, right, and you're all getting the same money.
Yeah.
Then, and I've seen people raging because they're not going on last.
Oh my God.
And I'm going, I would fucking be delighted to go on first here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
for the ego, do you mean?
Yeah,
do you
I don't have
do
that
you
much
think
of an ego. But for them, it's a proper kind of...
Yeah.
It's like that status thing where they have to be on last.
Yeah,
I'd far rather...
I think sometimes you go on last, fucks you up for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you're dealing with them when they're that...
Yeah, when they're pissed, and also the most tired and
yeah,
the
and they've seen a lot of comedy. And but
you have to be really good to close. Like,
I love when all the acts smash it, man.
Yeah,
because that's a good night. And you can ride it, and then
you don't want to mop up a mess, do you?
No, because
But then again, that is also good when someone dies before you.
I'm just
dead,
like,
he's
it's
just
amazing.
dead.
people dying.
You've got them in your heart. And your first good joke, you're just like, thank you. This is how you do it, mate.
People dying's just funny in general, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it is.
fucking love it.
I
mate.
actually,
And you can go on and rip the shit out of them as well.
Fucking stink bomb in the middle there.
Yeah, we love watching the new acolytes, don't we?
Yeah, we come down. They have a mint new at night on a Monday here, and you just people doing their first gigs and that. So you get obviously every kind of
Get some boss ones,
open
like, don't you?
spot.
Some good freaky ones.
Yeah.
Do you ever is there still mental acts doing it? Because that
Yeah.
used to be a thing. Like
Yeah.
when I did Red Raw up in Glasgow, and I used to host that.
Yeah.
I loved it when there was because you had newer acts that were just shit.
Yeah.
And then you had new acts that were quite good.
Good. But then you've got them ones that are just fucking mental. aren't they?
Yeah, fucking
of
people with
course.
proper problems.
You've got it
Trying
takes,
it out.
yeah, it
like,
takes a certain kind of someone to get on stage
Yeah,
and fucking
yeah.
try and make people laugh. Like,
yeah.
We had one who face planted
oh yeah.
down because he got that drunk before going on.
Fuck.
There's a mark.
We still made him go on and do that.
There's a mark in the divide. You know the divider in hot water. There's like a little white mark, and it won't get cleaned. It's just like that's
Amazing.
a perfect.
must
bit
have
of art.
must have been so nervous to go on stage, got fucked up.
And
Framed and taped to the
That must happen all the time. Like,
a few weeks later, he was on again. Died on his ass, bless him. And he came off with his mate, and he was laughing with his mate. Oh, it weren't as bad as last time. And he sprinted out of the door because he was laughing with his mates. Oh, we'll go and talk backstage. Just giddy like he'd been on. So even though he died, he still had the adrenaline rush. And I don't know what it is with this fucking flid, mate, but he can't put his fucking hands out. So you know the stair just before you leave, where acts leave, he just fucking trips up, but just don't put his hands out, and he just goes, just then puts the floor. You're fucking thick, you like. It's fucking class. I love him.
Yeah, there's them acts. There's been a few acts with like dress up and all that. Like, just
there was a
mad.
guy years ago in Glasgow. He called himself the Sea. Right? He was like, I am the Sea. But he'd come and he'd have like a blue pair of curtains around his shoulders and blue face paint, and he dyed his hair blue. And he'd only do water-based puns for 5 minutes.
That's quite
and
funny.
he'd come on and go, "I am the Sea," and it was like. The audience sitting there going,
That's hilarious.
Like, even though it's £2, audiences are still going, fucking £2 for this shite.
Yeah.
Whereas all the comics are dying,
God.
laughing, man. Oh,
I'd watch that for an hour, mate.
Yeah, I would.
That is fucking hilarious.
That's for like amazing.
All that effort.
Imagine him sitting this before he goes to the gig thinking, "Oh, this is what I have to do here. I'm going to dye my hair. Get some blue curtains on." He actually thinks that's going to work.
talking to his wife, going,
Yeah.
"You offered to do the sea thing again."
Doing the same thing. Oh, yeah.
Amazing,
Did you have a gig with the Hartlepool poet?
No.
He was a fucking at the ball,
Was he?
mate. Oh,
The Hartlepool Poets.
Brian Loughborough.
He's dead.
He is to me. There was this poet, yeah, proper old, like, grey hair, and was gigging at Comedy Balloon, and a proper nice fella, and he went, he gave everyone a DVD of his like performance. He had one rhyme, and he'd just repeat the rhyme, so it was like, blah 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 in the modern day, I must say, and it was just that. So I thought, this guy's off his fucking box, mate. So I put his DVD in, and it's him on the green screen in his underpants doing this, you know, like the Zen pose, with an Australian hat on, and he's flying through the sky, you know, virtually, and he lands, and this is a picture of a job centre in Sunderland or Hartlepool, and it's advice for the youth. His poems about advice for the youth, and his one piece of advice he gives the youth: get a slow cooker. He went, because you can make 4 or 5 meals for the week. And What are you talking about, mate? Come on, lad. Oh. Google the Hartlepool poet, man. He's on YouTube or whatever, mate. He's fucking funny. I'll send you some clips. I fucking love it. I fucking love all that. Yeah, there's a fella here. So I did a show, Mild High Club.
Yeah.
They have a live show. And what they do is, new acts come on, do a minute, and then we basically jump.
I saw that, yeah. I've seen the clips, yeah.
So I'm getting to be a cunt to all these fucking new acts. Yeah. Oh, mate, so much fun. That fella with the fucking dresses, he has like a Pete Doherty hat and cowboy boots and that, and just dreadful material. I was like, you can't dress like that and be that bad, man. You just
if you're dressing like that, you're gonna have to do something special.
I don't think it's that bad either. Like ripping into new acts, I think it's like kind of a.
Yeah.
I know it's not seen as like being a proper kind of thing now, but that rite of passage you need to go through.
I think you have to. Yeah, I think you
fucking ripped.
I think you have to make it through that stage before, if you want to do this for the job or you want to do well.
Yeah.
You have to suffer all that.
Yeah.
Getting tethered or dying on your ass, you have to go through it all, don't you?
Yeah.
Because I've seen acts moan about it, like acts that are not open spots but new.
Yeah, but they're shite as well, aren't they?
But they kind of go, oh god, the atmosphere backstage, like it was, and you kind of go,
it's toxic.
Listen, if you think this is bad, do a fucking Christmas run because like you're in for a awakening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it. I had it when I did the Stockton Gong Show, and that was like a break moment. A breakthrough moment for me. It went bad, and it was like fucking hell. Made me come to me and say, I need to fucking work on this a bit harder. I went on. I followed. There was a hen party in the front 2 rows, like 17 people, and I used to go on as like a bit like a football hooligan sort of thing. I had like a bomber jacket, proper swag, like caricature of Liam Gallagher, basically. They used to go on all this swag. I went, right, congratulations, I'm from Manchester. This Empire just started booing me from the off, and all my confidence drained. And I was like, oh, the difference between Manchester and London, proper just voice breaking. Yeah. And there was 2 cards up for ages. And I just looked at Jason Cook, who was comparing. I was just like, let me just please let me go.
Yeah.
And he just went. I was like, oh my god, it's ruthless, mate. So that's you got to have those. You got to have those. And then rightly so, rips into me and that, and it's just like, no, that's.
You need it, don't you? Because that's changed that now.
Yeah.
I'll look at you now, please.
Yeah. I'll rip
bigger than Jason Cook.
Yeah, I'll rip new acts even if they do well. Lucky mate.
I still love doing gong shows.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it, man.
I haven't done one for ages. I want to do one soon. Just because I've missed them.
Fucking glad.
Is there any good busy ones still?
I don't know, actually.
Fog's busy.
Yeah. I imagine the Comedy Store one's still fairly.
I want to do one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking. Imagine them turning up. New acts gone as you walk in. Fucking hell.
There's the fucking king. King's back again.
There was a lad in Scotland, and he used to drive down from Aberdeen to Glasgow to do the gong shows. And I mean, it's about a 3.5 hour drive, and it was it was snowing as well, right? So it's a fucking brutal drive. There used to be a gong show where there was a host. And I was kind of like a timekeeper as well. But then it was that kind of thing. You used to get to rip into the acts when they would be shite. And he came on, and there was no like grace period. There was no like you get a minute.
No, fuck that.
So he came on and went this fucking 3.5 hour drive, and he went, all right, I'm for Aberdeen. 3 cards straight up, like literally like 3 seconds. Straight back the fucking car.
3.5 hours back.
It's happened in Manchester that people come from like Scotland or the South Coast or whatever. Just say where they're from. Fuck off. In a bit, lad. It's class, mate.
That's fucking ruthless. That.
My favourite ever moment in stand-up ever was Danny Mac gong someone off. This is class, mate. So about 4 years in. So we went to watch. Because you pass gong shows at that point, or you should be. You know who I'm talking about. Lazy cunts.
Codes do what next week, thanks to you.
This lad turns up and went, "Oh, you all right? Are you watching?" He went, "No, just go." And he's shit, this act. Like, he's been going longer than me, terrible. He went, "No, I've just got some new stuff." I'm not asked about winning. That's very fortunate, because you've got no chance. And his first joke, he had like a European surname. So his opening joke was, "Oh, the MC pronounced my name wrong there. It's not da-da-da, it's actually da-da-da. One of them means, nice to meet you. One means nice anus. I don't know what my ancestors were doing back in the day to earn that name. Shite." So, do you know at the Comedy Store, the MC sits on stage, doesn't he? So he goes on, he goes, "Oh, the dead," and mate, he's like this in the wings, waiting to come on.
Oh, fuck off.
You're like a sub. He's like, comes on, he just goes, The MC actually pronounced my name wrong then. Danny Mac just went, "Gong, fuck off." I thought I was going to lose a lung, mate. I was on the floor. I was like, "Oh my God, yes." So he goes off. He's like visibly shaken. Danny's doing that as roofed it. It's fucking banged. Just perfect timing. You know what he's like. It's class. I'm fucking dying, mate. He nervously he's shaking, puts the mic back in the stand. Did like 10 seconds. Comes off. And Danny went, "No, I'm only messing, mate. I'm only messing. Get back on." Brings him back on. And he's got no confidence. The room ate him. And Danny's just like that behind his back. Got conked off again. Oh, mate, he's on the best moments of his life. Twice in a minute.
Fucking hell.
Seen one lad. There was this lad who he used to dress up and that, like, pretend to be French sometimes and dress up as Santa. And so he does the December Gong Show. He goes on dressed full Santa gear. He just goes, "I only lasted 30 seconds last month's Gong Show. Card. How long did he do? 26 seconds.
Fucking hell, man.
You don't start off like that.
No.
The funniest kind of thing I've ever, like, similar to the Danny Mac thing. There was a gig. Do you know Raymond Mearns?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
He runs a couple of gigs up in Fife. So you do one gig, you open one gig and close the other, and then the other person. Yeah. So I was doing like, I can't remember, Kirkcaldy or something like that, and the other gigs in Dunfermline. And it was Ryan Cullen that was doing the opposite. So I'm kind of texting Ryan and going, "This is all right here," and he was like, "Oh, this is fucking awful here. There's like 6 people here, and the gig's going ahead, and they're all one group. Like, it's just like 3 couples that are all."
Oh.
So I'm fucking dreading this thing. So I arrive, and this gig's going ahead. And Mearns is on talking to them. So you're already going, right, well, the entire gig is just going to be me. There's no point in doing material. You're just talking to these people. And then this open spot goes on, and he does about like 8 minutes to utter shite, like absolute nothing, like not even addressing the situation at all. Like just doing his actual set,
just so doing a set like they're not there,
just not adapting.
Yeah. I'm sitting chatting to Mearns at the back, and this wee guy goes, "How long have I still got, Raymond?" And Raymond just goes, "Just get off, you cunt." Like, fucking howling laughing.
Mate, that's great, that,
I'll tell you this one, mate. We did Trip Fest, being Callum a few years ago. One of the best weekends of my life. Just getting pissed. Loads of shit tribute bands on. Comedy tent, like massive nosebleed. Like, you're just fucking there for the piss off. It's class. Anyway, we was doing one of the afternoon shows, and we had a full tent because it was in between bands. So you just all come in, touch the comedy, right? So it was a good gig. And it was this proper, like, he had Asperger's or autism or something, kid in the front row. And the MC, like, picked him to start the round of applause. And he ran to the back of the tent, getting everyone up for it. he was fucking he was just like, oh, I'm the cheerleader, and he become like the gig mascot.
Yeah,
so everyone went on and just was like, yes, Ben, fucking great. I went on, I was just like, come on, Ben, give me an hug and all that, just proper making him feel included, and he was buzzing his tits off, and because you've got him on your side, the audience love you. It was just easy, so easy to do. So all you have to do, reference him, because he's,
so you use the kids, like...
You got to do it, haven't you?
For laughs.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Just as a shield.
Shield?
Yeah.
Sometimes I bring one...
saying, you attack Ben! Attack him!
Sometimes I bring one along with me, just like that. run about the place a bit, son, and if I'm struggling, just go, and then I'll go.
If anyone has to say you're the sea. So everyone's doing the same thing, and it's just how you should play the gig.
Yeah, of course,
just easy, right? And he was just genuine, a lovely lad. He was just like, oh, dead into comedy. This act went on. I just went, you're all right, Ben. I don't want to be your fucking mate. And it went, vroom.
Oh, why would you do that?
It went, oh my God. You just felt, so it was like the third act on, you just felt like half an hour, all doing 15s. You just felt like 45 minutes of goodwill evaporate. And it was palpable. And I am screaming, laughing. He's dying. He's just set off on they went, we don't care about you now. We don't care about what, So he's a bit upset by it, and he's like, "Oh my!"
Ben crying?
He was a bit upset, but this act on, he's like, he was proper peddling, and he was just getting nothing, and he, like going like red, like I could see him burning up. And me and Callum had to leave the tent because at this point, and he turned around. He'd done about 7 minutes of 15. And he went, dry mouth, the works. Oh. He turns to the side where the compere is. And he went, how long have I got? And he just went, you're done. And brought him off after 7.
Jesus Christ.
Mate, it was fucking mint, though. I was buzzing my fucking tits off.
Next act goes on, hi, Ben, you okay? Give us a kiss, Ben.
Come on, Ben, up my shoulders. Come on.
The next act was Ben. Oh, mate, I love it. Yeah. I love deaths, man. You must have had a couple of stinkers in your time.
Last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I hate this fucking time of year, because you're doing the Fringe, and it's like June, July, end of May. You're just doing new shit, and it's hard. It's horrible, man. Because you
can't turn to your gold, can you? The gold's locked away. Yeah, the new stuff's out. The bronze is out.
And I find it's, I get, you know how like when if you're struggling, some people will like start speaking quicker, and some people will start swearing a lot more. I start becoming. I get darker. Like I really lean into.
That's what I'm like that.
Like shit that. As well. And I think. Like, is this it? If I've gone, like, I've already gone in with a dark joke, and I've gone, like, this is too tame for them. I'll fucking lean into this. It's just, like, I was doing a bit last night about, Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, how he blacks up a lot, right? I was doing a bit about that, and about how he's not, like, he can't have been to that many Halloween parties. Like, he must enjoy it. And the kind of joke was, like, there must have been one day where he comes down fully blacked up and his friends just gone, it's fucking Pancake Tuesday. Like, it's not like... So, but I did it, and they had no idea who Justin Trudeau was.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
So, did you see? I mean, it's dropped now because nobody knows who the cunt is, to be honest. So... but it just like people staring at you, and then I'm starting to go like, right, I'll lean into this and I'll go, right, no, he's a guy that blacks up quite a lot, and then they're still not
just digging it all,
and then I'm like, You know, like, and then I'm starting to talk about, like, what if you started to black up, and then suddenly I'm like, oh, the fuck am I going with this?
Next
like,
minute you're on stage blacked up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is what I meant.
I've seen that once. He's one of my favourite people in comedy. I won't name him, but I love him. Because
Pro Evo.
Straw X.
Straw X. How would we get the X bit?
V? Oh. Well, anyway, he's a acts gone promoter. Love him. My favourite people in the world. When he was still doing stand-up, he had there was someone in the front row, and there was like saying like, just the compare was on and just like, oh, how long you been together? You know, you got kids, and she went, oh no, I can't actually have kids, and it was like, oh, she didn't have a sense of humour about it. It was clearly like quite of a touchy subject. The MC just like and got out of it and made it light-hearted and just that's
shitbag.
That's that's like a leave that the landmine there. This guy goes on, and every third word was barren. He just panics. Just went, barren like yourself. And fucking hell, mate. But it was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then, because he panics, it was on his head. I shouldn't have said barren, and he just kept saying barren. I was like, oh my god, so funny.
I remember doing a preview years ago in Edinburgh, and there was a wee guy because we do me, Sloss and Kai do them at this what used to be like lecture theatres, right? And they're always horrible fucking gigs, but it's one of those ones, if you do well at it, you know it works.
Are they quite, is it like cascaded?
Yeah, it's all raked up.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So there was a wee guy, I was kind of hosting it one night, and there was a wee guy on in like the third row, and he was with like two really attractive like mid-30s women, and I was talking to him, and I was like, fucking hell, my man, like how? And then he was like, oh, these are my carers. And it turned out like the kid he'd been given a diagnosis where he had like 6 months to live. And the audience immediately, their arses just squeeze together and go, fuck. And at that point, you kind of go, well, I've gone far enough now.
Yeah, you may as well.
So you've gambling going, I can either go, oh, I'm really sorry about that, and then move on, or you go, well, let's go for it.
Yeah.
So I just started to go, well, like your Make-A-Wish was a fucking belter because you've managed to get two whores with you. And it was like, I basically made a whole routine about him shagging these two older women before he died. And it was like the whole audience, and it was amazing to see because he was loving, he was laughing his fucking arse off, and they were laughing, and you could see the audience. It kind of drifted out as they kind of, they were checking.
Yeah, do you see that? It's okay with
and
him.
Then it was like,
and
then they came up to me afterwards and were like, genuinely, like, cheers for that because you treated us exactly like any other audience member. Because of course it's a fucking awkward situation. But it's no more like you're finding out what the person's deal is. So it's no more different to finding out someone's a plumber.
Yeah, exactly.
And then taking the piss out of that. So it's like.
And it's just not patronising then, is it?
It's not. No, of course not. You're like.
We'd had the worst time if you just would have deflected that. And just
exactly.
Like, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I used to have a bit years ago, and this is when I was a year in, 2 years in, where I'd teach people how to stay safe in Manchester. And act out. I'm going to teach you how to walk like a Mancunian and pick an audience member to do it with. And as I came out and I was speaking to this woman about, I'll teach you how to walk. And I come out the light, she's in a wheelchair. But I'm just, because you just see them sat down.
Yeah.
And when I've gone into, oh, fuck's sake. I'm like, why is this gone so flat here? She's buzzing her tits off at it. And the audience are like, oh my God, should we wait and see if we can laugh or not?
Yeah.
So I've had that before as well. They're fucking mad asses, aren't they?
Yeah.
Audiences who just get offended on someone's behalf.
Yeah.
It's so fucking.
I used to have a joke. I always did around about Christmas. Remember when, like, Remember you'd like the American thing, we had Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
When you had like people fucking...
Everyone going to shops
Yeah,
and all
going
that.
going like Tesco for like...
Yeah, get like 100 loaves of
30
bread
inch
and that.
TVs and shit like that, and fighting each other. And
Yeah.
so I used to have a joke about... I was like, I'm talking about like the commercialism of Christmas and all this kind of stuff. It was like Americanization of it. And I was like, it's Black Friday. Like, this Black Friday thing. It was like, I didn't even know... I thought Black Friday was a day when American cops got to shoot who they want. And it was incredible watching... Like, because there's a couple of times I've done it, like, and there's been black people in the audience, and you can see audience members checking, and they're laughing their arses off because it's not a joke about. No, it's not a joke about. It's not a racist joke. It's not a joke about black people. It's
taking a joke about the police.
It's a joke about the American police. But you can see them checking to see if they're laughing.
Certain words, and then
people
people just latch onto certain words.
Yeah.
We're black, so they think,
it's incredible. It's
but if you're actually not a Hmong and you think about a joke,
it's amazing. Yeah, exactly.
It's just getting police. So audience members, stop being Hmongs.
That's a joke about audience members, not Hmongs.
I like Hmongs.
I like Hmongs. We'll have Ben next week.
We're doing a Hmong show, aren't we?
Yeah, instead of a Gong Show, we're going to have a Hmong show.
There was a thing, because Rangers were in the Europa League
final.
final.
I went out to watch that Wednesday,
and my pal showed me this yesterday. One of the sponsors they had was a cryptocurrency thing, right? So they had them for like 60 odd hours. So they signed up with this thing, and then this company went fucking bust within 60 hours. But they'd already had the T-shirts printed. Right? The cryptocurrency were called Sporty Mon, right? Sporty Mon, right? And whatever fucking marketing department decided to go Sporty Mon Go. Right?
Oh,
but
my
no
God.
one had passed this, so it literally on the back of these entire T-shirts for Rangers, it just says Sporty Mongo. And
that's great.
That is fucking great. That's like, what was it, Susan's anal party?
Which?
Susan Boyle. What was it? She had a... Yeah, it was something where she was releasing something, and the marketing team decided it would say Susan album launch or something, but it spelt Susan's anal party on it on Twitter. Just got it wrong. What was it?
Susan album launch party.
Oh, anal.
Bum launch party.
Oh yeah,
Anal bum launch party.
I'm not good at spelling.
Which showers of ice is that? I'll say that.
Susan Boyle.
We've got a swear word in the middle of ours.
Have I?
Hot water.
Twat.
No one's ever noticed.
Twat. We're the twats.
That's like, when you a joke don't land and you do that. That's part of the comedy. I was going to point. I love them little tricks. Comedy, mate. Yeah, do some then. Write a better joke.
Don't be a prop comedian.
No, fuck that.
We just need one mic, one light, and a fucking audience that you're up for a good time. No. And we'll take the roof off, baby, because we're the roofie boys.
We've got one policy on this podcast. We're not ever having a musical comedian on.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Good.
Oh no, we are the last ever episode. We're going to have one on and batter them. If you want to be a guest as well, if you want to join,
with his own keyboard.
if you want to join us,
you
on as well.
I'll drive down.
We'll all just fucking fill them in.
Like,
change the lyrics to this, you cunt.
And bum them.
Even if I'm picking the kids up from school, I'll bring them.
Well, just in the car, can't you? We just fucking fill them in. It'll be a quick one.
You just brought out a special.
I have.
Is it the first time you've brought out a special?
It's the first time I've ever filmed an hour.
Yeah.
So,
It's what?
He's got a daughter as well.
He's got a daughter.
Fuck you, Ben.
Did she open for you? So when did you film that?
That was funny.
Because they've got some of them have got masks in the audience.
Yeah, I filmed it last year at the stand around about October. And then I kind of lost. I lost confidence in it for fucking ages, and then I saw the amount of people like Finn and Alfie and Sean and that putting them out, and I spoke to them and they were like, "Fucking stick it out, man!"
Yeah, man.
And so it was good. Like I'm well chuffed well chuffed with it at the time, and it's
got good feedback.
But because after it, you sat on it for a bit, did you think, oh...
I don't... I can't, when you watch it back, you kind of... Do you know what I mean? I'm not that... I'm never that fucking confident with my own stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of... It was that kind of fear where you kind of go...
Yeah, is it good enough?
Yeah, because all the specials I've seen, even that people have put out on YouTube and stuff, you're kind of going, this is absolute class, and you're kind of going, nah, it's...
But then that's just you doubting yourself, isn't it?
No, it's that imposter syndrome where you go, who the
is,
fuck do I think? And it's that, like, I don't know if you get
Have you got any friends with comics now? Or you can just like close friends that you've sent them in and get
With
together advice,
soundboards.
or?
Oh yeah. Aye.
But that was
it's
good
like
feedback,
I don't know. I don't know if folk in the northwest. It's a proper Scottish thing where you you're almost embarrassed about achieving anything.
Yeah,
like
we're the opposite.
You kind of, you know what I mean? You kind of go, you almost kind of go, who the fuck do I think I am? Doing anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's like
having that bit of humble thing.
Yeah, Scottish people have got that
think,
massively, man.
I think the culture that shift, because I think stand-up's been like that for a while. You know, people being over the other side, humble.
Yeah.
You know, to a point where it's detrimental to you. I mean, it's a nice trait to have, but it's actually detrimental to you for not promoting yourself and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's shifting where there's not this stigma of being seen as arrogant just because you back yourself now. I think it's changing.
No, definitely, aye.
Well, he does go around saying that he takes roofs off gigs. So,
oh no, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I know.
He actually says online that he takes roofs off buildings.
Yeah.
I was in a taxi once with Josh Jones getting picked up from a gig, and we just didn't, you know. He was like, "Oh, have you been out?" He went, "Yeah, you know, just watching the comedy and that." You know, just saying we was watching, so I was getting into it. And he went, "What do you do for a living?" I went, "I'd take roofs off buildings." He went, "You take roofs off?" I went, "Mate, I hate roofs. I see a roof, I want to take it off." You'll look at this into convertible because this. Josh is pissing himself in the back. I just love I love saying it to an headline and then just doing okay.
I just think you have to be some sort of arrogance and cockiness about you to do what we do. You have to be.
You got to have an internal confidence.
If you when you feel for a gig and you walk on stage with that swagger, and you say, "I'm not dying here. I'm smashing this."
Yeah.
That comes across. The audience can see it in you. When you go on and you can't be asked, it's like this human nature where they just see it, you know what I mean? And it's flat.
Yeah.
But if you go on with that sort of like, I'm going to nail this, you do.
Oh god, yeah. Fucking confidence is the biggest. It's the biggest thing in this job.
But you mean like saying like stuff online and stuff and saying stuff like, you know? Do you know what I think? I think people get. I often worry that people get sick of me promoting yourself.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where you kind of go, if I'm putting out this video today, and then the next day I'm putting out a link for this gig, and then the next day I'm doing weekends here, and it's not true because there's that many people very rarely.
I work in clubs and you're obviously promoting them so people to come, but when you're putting stuff up all the time, it's just people just like that's just you. And then it happened with the comedy stuff when I had a break from comedy. And I get back into it, goes fuck off. Yeah. And then when I'm doing comedy or the pod all the time and I'm posting, it's just going.
Yeah.
People are interested in you when it's different. You know, when it's repetitive, I think people just switch off and go scroll past you. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Where can people?
So you got to try and change them. I think you know what I mean. Switch it up.
Where can people find you special? We'll tweet the link.
Yes, it's on YouTube, completely free.
We're going to watch it.
Free, baby.
I'm going to watch it today.
It's good.
Tonight, I'm going to watch it.
It's like that. Like most people that have put them out and stuff, like just genuinely, like I don't want to make any money at all from it. It's just to put it out there.
It's better. I think it's better
if you share it, like that's the biggest thing that folk can do if they if they enjoy it.
So this one's for the fans. Then make sure you go on Mark's Twitter, our Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, and share it for them. Doesn't cost a penny. And we're asking you to.
We'll share it on our page as well.
And if you don't, then fuck off.
And I've shared it on my personal one as well. It's somewhere.
Find another podcast.
And you won Comedian of the Year. That must be a buzz. Do you
know what? That was the nicest thing I've ever One of the nicest things I've ever had in my life, man.
It's
big achievement. It's one of the biggest things you can win.
It's
even when you come off stage, you know, you can roof a gig, get 10 applause breaks or whatever. But if an actor respects said you just fucking nailed that, that means more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So winning,
but it's weird because you kind of. I've always been one of those comics that cares a lot more about what other comics think than the audience. So when that kind of and that night, the night I found out I'd won that, I'd just been in Edinburgh and done a gig, and I'd fucking died of my arse as well. So I was generally like on the last train back to Glasgow, getting pissed on the and going, fucking like you're like going, if this train stops, I'm fucking throwing myself in front of this, and then you get an email and you go, oh, it's all right actually.
Is held in very high esteem by other comics, and rightly so, and audiences as well, apart from that night in Edinburgh. So go and check out his special, he's absolutely brilliant. And if you get a chance to see him live, absolutely brilliant. We did a shit gig, didn't we, in Perth or whatever.
That was the night we were both trying to sneak in darts references as well. Just to make each other laugh.
The gig's shite, well, get a laugh out of that.
Just absolute silence, and then me at the back like that.
Just an Andy Fordham or something.
988. There was in charge.
Oh yes. So what's your Twitter and stuff? Mark Nelson Comic.
Mark Nelson Comic on everything: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Facebook's for fucking pedos now. Like that. What a shit app. Just give up. Isn't it?
So go and follow Mark. Go and see him live as well if you're up at the Edinburgh Fringe. He'll have a show.
Don't follow me. Just leave me alone. I need a week off.
Yeah. You can follow me.
Follow him.
I'm happy for friends. I'll sniff your beak if you want to cry about it. Cry about it, but just give me the bag and don't ask questions.
To be fair, I'll also do that. Like,
oh, go on then.
That's 3 grams, please.
Thank you very much for listening, everyone. And cheers, Mark. Absolutely.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks. Yeah, nice one.
Cracking laugh.
Nice one.
See you
Sign
later,
up to
guys.
the membership as well,
Yes.
you scruffy cunts.
And also, where's our fucking sponsor?
Yes, we need a sponsor.
And not only crypto fucking firms.
Yeah, I'll Crypto
Actually, yeah.
Mong. Yeah, I'll have Crypto Mong.
Sporty Mong are looking for a...
Sporty Mongo. Sporty Mongo. Brought to you by Sporty Mongo.
Crypto monk.
Alright, the live show's getting released soon. It's just being edited and all that. Thanks to everyone who came down and supported. We're going to have more throughout the year and stuff like that. But we're going to maybe plan the next one. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We might be spinning it off again. Thanks again for all your support. Leave a comment saying algorithm or something, so we know we've watched it. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.